Let's talk about breakups today. So, I was talking to one of my students a few months ago before she actually became a student. And she was sharing with me that she was going through a difficult breakup. And when her and I were talking, she was talking about how difficult it was to go through this breakup and how hard it was to make peace with the fact that this relationship was done. And breakups suck. I think we can all agree that breakups are really difficult. Whether the breakup was something that was mutual or whether it was something that happened suddenly or you found that this person wasn't who you thought they were, there's a part of you that's struggling with making peace with the breakup because you had perhaps created expectations in your mind around how the relationship was going to work out. And it's really difficult to part ways with someone, especially if you were not ready for that breakup. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you can navigate that. Maybe you are experiencing a breakup, maybe you are dealing with a separation of some sort. And the breakup doesn't always have to just be romantic breakups. Sometimes you break up with people that are in your life, with friends, with family members. Maybe you're experiencing that type of breakup too. So I wanted to share with you how you can navigate that so that you are not so that when you're going through this experience, you don't think like you're going crazy. The first thing you have to understand that breakups are difficult. This is going to be a transition for you. And when you transition in a period, in a situation, you're going to deal with the element of grief. When you are used to having a certain situation or relationship with someone and now it's different, you're going to be grieving part of that relationship. You're going to start mourning that relationship because there was something in that relationship that you enjoyed, something that you liked, something that made you happy. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gone into that relationship in the first place. And you have to be prepared to accept that you are going to grieve this relationship, that you're going to grieve this breakup, that you're going to have to mourn some of this experience. And that can be really difficult, especially if you are not used to grieving. Imagine if you thought that you were going to be with someone for the rest of your life and then suddenly it's done, it's over. If that's your experience, that you have so many things in your mind around like what happened, did I do something wrong? Did I was I not the right partner for them? How could they do this to me? If it was a cheating situation, am I not good enough? Am I not worthy of being loved? Am I ever gonna have a healthy relationship? Is someone ever gonna love me? You may be having these questions playing in your head over and over again as a result of this breakup. And it might make things more difficult for you because now, if you cannot explain why that person broke up with you or why the relationship ended the way that it did, and even if you can explain it, if you don't understand it fully, you may blame yourself for that breakup. You may blame yourself for attracting the type of person that doesn't deserve you, for attracting the partner that's not worthy of you, for putting yourself in a situation and trusting people that you quote unquote shouldn't be trusting. And when you're dealing with a breakup, you have to practice some self forgiveness. Give yourself permission to forgive yourself for being in this situation and for allowing the situation to go the way that it did. Even if you weren't happy with it, that's okay. Because when you practice self forgiveness, you keep yourself from adding additional pain into your situation. You keep yourself from blaming yourself. You keep yourself from thinking that if you had done this or if you hadn't done that, that if you hadn't operated in this way, that things will be different. So give yourself permission to forgive yourself for how things went down, for your part in how things went down, and for not changing things when you knew that maybe you could have changed things. The other part of it is also allow yourself to learn. Breakups are difficult. I'm not going to sit here and be like, breakups are always amicable and it's not painless. I know from experience that that's not the case, at least not always. So you have to give yourself permission to learn. When you are going through a breakup, there are some things there for you to learn about yourself. You can learn what kind of partner was this person. Were they the partner that you wanted to be with? Were they the right fit for you? What kind of things did you not enjoy about that relationship? What kind of things can you learn about how you behave in that relationship? When relationships go in different directions, there were things that we liked how we carried them, and there were things that we also did not like how they went down. So looking at yourself and being like, how did I move in this relationship? What did I do? How did I navigate it? Can I do things differently in the future when I'm with somebody else? And I think those are the three biggest things I will say when you're dealing with a breakup. First, give yourself permission to grieve, because it is difficult to let go of the expectation of what you thought the relationship was, now that it's not going to be that way. And you have to be open to the idea that there'll be a mourning process, that you're going to have to let go and grieve that process. And that's going to take a little bit of time. So give yourself some grace. Number two, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the way you acted in the relationship, for the things you enabled in the relationship that weren't in alignment with who you are. Forgive yourself for the things that you, quote unquote, didn't want to go in a certain way, but you let them go in that way, and allow yourself to be at peace with that. And number three, learn as much as you can from your breakup. Learn about yourself, learn about what you liked, what you didn't like, what brought you joy, what made you happy, what brought you peace, because you can take these lessons with you onto your next relationship, whether it be romantic or whether it be platonic. We can learn so much about breakups, and it could be difficult to do that because they hurt. And when you're caught up in the pain, you don't have the energy or the patience or the desire to learn. But there's a lot of meat there for you, a lot of depth there for you to learn about yourself, so that you can take those lessons with you onto your next relationship and benefit from the breakup. I think breakups and people in general are not here to make us suffer. They are here to teach us about ourselves and show us more about who we are and how we navigate the world. And breakups, as painful as they can be, are a powerful tool to help us learn about us. So I wanted to create this quick video for you so that you can know how to deal with a breakup the next time it happens, whether it is a romantic breakup or a platonic breakup, so that you feel equipped to get it done, to navigate that transition and get to a place where you are at peace with yourself and how the situation went down. So I hope you find this helpful. And if you did, let me know in the comments below. Hit me up. I love to know your thoughts on it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hasta luego.